Hey guys, this is Jen from ScanNCut Canvas and SCAL Help on Facebook. Okay, a member had a question on how to make a shape into a mandala. So I'm going to just grab one of these mandalas and I'm going to trace it in. Okay, so if you don't have it as an SVG and you just have an image, you can go ahead and trace it in. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to set it to 11 inches. I have key proportions so that it resizes it appropriately. Okay, I want to set mine to the shape of a dog. Okay, understand you can set any design to any shape using this technique. Okay, I want to use this file because there's an issue with this Adobe Illustrator file that may pop up for you. That's why I want to address it right now. Okay, anytime I do a video, I try to throw as much education in here as possible now, since all single videos have been done. Object, when I click on group, they are still together because these must be broken apart. Okay, and when it breaks apart, come on. Okay, I can come through here and find the dog that I want, which is, oh, let me click off of that, which is this one right here. Uh-oh, what happened? Well, I'm going to actually send that doggy back. I'm going to get rid of things that I don't want. Okay, let's see what happens when I remove this. I just deleted everything. No, I didn't. These are still here. So let me see if I can grab these without grabbing that guideline. That's thing's irritating. If I come up here, oh, the color's turned on. Well, what happened? See, they're all still here. They'll turn up in gray when I click preview. As soon as that shows up. Okay, you see them all in gray there. Well, we have to go back here and do an object merge. Okay, well, that's all good, great, and fine, but they're still hiding. Okay, click on that. Come back here, object, break apart. And there they all are. Okay, so if that ever happens to you with any of your weird files that you've broken apart and the color comes up missing, but it's still there, or your file is still there, you cannot get the color to show up, even though on your palette you have color fully indicated. Okay, that could be what's happening. Okay, so I'm going to increase this. Okay. Let's go a little bit more here. And if you notice, I tend to use this right here to increase my sizes. It just keeps everything equal and even. Okay. Maybe a little bit more. Alright. Effects. Shadow layer. Okay. Now with this, you can do some really weird things with this. Okay, I can come in here and I can enter 2 inches and give that awful look. Okay, but I'm also going to duplicate the main dog. Okay, and there's a reason for that. We're going to get to that in a little bit. Okay, let's park him down here. So let's lock him. And let's lock the mandala. Come up here to edit, select all. Okay, and I'm going to do a path, a back minus the front. Good. And I'm going to bring this over here and position it to where I want him. That's good. I'm going to unlock the mandala. Edit, select all, which should just select that. Correct. Okay, I'm going to do a path, a back minus the front. Good. The reason I made that shadow layer so thick is because of this. If I kept it thin, this big hunk of stuff would be sitting right next to this. And however I choose to remove it, okay, if it's sitting right next to this, that could get dicey. Okay, Right now, if I wanted to, I could come in here, because there's a couple ways you can remove this. I could come in here, grab this big old eraser, and get to town, and not have to worry about coming close to erasing any part of that dog. Okay? If I choose the eraser, there, I'm done. And I didn't come close to it because I chose to create such a huge outline around the inside. Because it's the inside that I need. I don't need any of that outside. Okay? Or, let me undo. I'll just undo it that far. Okay? Or you could come in here and you could grab your nodes, hit delete, nodes, delete, and there you go. You're done with that. Okay. Or you could come up here, hit object, break apart, be prepared for all the blackness to come in, and then you can try to drag to highlight to capture. Okay, but in the end you have to come back here, highlight it all, come back up to object, merge. That returns it all. Okay, totally up to you how you want to go about removing that. Oops, I gotta take the lock off of him. Okay, now with this one, the reason I brought this over here, and you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but if you want the outline around there, it's important to have this little guy. Okay, shadow layer. I'm going to keep him. See, how thick do I want my shadow to be? Let's just do a 1. That's good right there. Okay. I'm going to re-highlight because I have to select both of them, not just one of them. A path, a back minus the front. That's just going to give me that thin outline. I'm going to drag it over and then work it down. Yeah, that looks good, but to make sure, center, center. No, that is not it by any means. So there must be something stuck on him that's making him not center correctly. There we go. Okay. That looks good to me. So now if I wanted to, I could have a separate outline file. Okay, so if I wanted to cut this out of vinyl and make really cool colors, because you know the colors that I like. The pinks and the neon greens, and those of you that took my class know I do use pink and neon green in my vinyl on my automobile. Okay, so like that. There you go. This, you don't have to use mandalas, you don't have to use dogs, but that is how you can take a shape and another shape and blend them together to get what you need. Okay, so this could have been an elephant, this could have been an eggplant, okay, this could have been a star, a heart, whatever. Okay, you could have, instead of using a mandala, you could have created your own design and put that own design into the shape of an elephant or an eggplant or a star or a heart. Okay, this is the technique to do that, utilizing ScanNCut a lot. Yes, this is 5, but it works the same as it does in ScanNCut a lot 4. Okay, if you wanted to put these two together so that there is an outline around this, okay, let me nudge this a little bit. You want to get it so that it lies right next to it. Okay, and I might make this just a tiny bit thicker, so to do that I'm going to come here, shadow rounded. You can leave it at 0.5. I might take mine down to 0.2. Okay, looks like everything is overlapping. Then do a path and a union. Okay. Looks like up here I would have to fix it a little bit because that did not join up there. But in all actuality, I would take a little bit more time. I would actually blow this up. Dang here. Okay, so I would blow it up and come investigate each piece before I did the path union to make sure that they were actually touching. okay, before I did my path union. Okay, see, like here, you can definitely see. Well, it helps if you click on the right one. Okay, there. And that is more than enough there. It meets all over there. Everything looks good here. Plenty of touch down there. And there as well. I think I may bump it up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Edit. Select all. Path. And a union. And this would only be if you want the outer edge around it. If you don't want it open. Okay. So there you go. Perfect. To eliminate these, if you do not want these to cut because your blade is going to be doing all that work, simply grab the brush, take the brush down 0.050, okay, come over here and just tap, okay, and this will help you so that, or this will help your machine and the blade so that the blade is not doing a ton of work where the cuts really are not that noticeable. Okay. When you're done with those, edit, select all, or drag and highlight, and then a path and a union. Okay. And if you have a problem remembering where those little holes are, come over here to your paper tab, click the show outlines only. Also, if you want to attach things a little bit better, you can come in, make a mark like that, edit, select all, path, union. There, now that has a stronger grip on the outside. Okay, thicker tab. There you go. Come in here, hit that piece, that piece, that piece. And this I call like cleaning up a file. It saves your blade. Path and a union. There we go. Okay. Then at the end, before you export it, you do your path, your simplify. Woo! So this is going to decrease your nodes by over 1100 or about 1100. Let's see what that does to the file. Okay, so it softens the edges, but did it do it too much? Let's see, what's it do to your file? Well, kind of makes it pretty. Okay. Path, simplify. Okay. All right. So when you're doing your path simplify, what you're doing there, again, if you've never heard me talk about this, is you are actually saving your blade life. One, by decreasing the amount of nodes by far that exist in this file. Nodes exist because what that are, those are like the traffic signals for your blade in your machine. That blade runs along. When it gets to a node, it sits there. It's like, where do I go now? Okay, I go this way. Hits another one. Where do I go? I go this way. I go that way. It tells your blade, your machine tells your blade where to go. Okay, the fewer you have, the less work that machine and that blade has to do. Okay, the smaller these cuts are, the lower your pressure must be. All right, if you have a tiny a file that has a ton of tiny cuts, take that pressure all the way down to a -9. The only thing you're doing is saving the life of your blade. Okay, you're not increasing the time, anything like that. All right. Also, with your nodes, the more that you decrease them, you're also speeding up the time that the file requires to cut. Okay, but you want to make sure that it does not drastically change the look of your file. That can happen. Okay, it can make it look really, really bad, especially when you're using fonts. When you use fonts, a lot of times they are not very node heavy, so they really don't need a lot of cleaning up. All right, guys, so just watch that. Every time you'll see me, every time I click Path Simplify, when I click OK, I don't just go back up to get it. I always come here and click on my image. That will give you the changes immediately. You can see them. Okay, I think that's all the education I have to put into this one simple video for ScanNCut Select. This is usable on all the machines, on the CMs and the DXs. If you have any questions, you really need to find me over on my Facebook group. That is where you will be able to contact me directly and get lots of good help. All right, guys, thanks a lot. Hopefully this helps you.